Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting interview by Financial Insight. My name is Mwelo Chwesakunda, and I am currently in the Absa Pavilion right here at the Cape Town International Convention Center, where I'm about to have a very interesting conversation on day one of the Investing in Mining Indaba. Yes, Financial Insight are at Investing in Mining Indaba as media partners for Absa and Absa Zambia, and the country head, Mizinga Melu, is with us, to have a conversation. Mizinga, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to meet you in Cape Town yet again.
No, thank you so much, and please keep doing what you're doing because it's working, and we're really honored to have you.
Absolutely. No, actually the honor is ours, and obviously today being day one, we're just curious, to find out a little bit more about why Absa is actually here. So I'll get to my first question.
Yeah.
This morning we obviously all listened to the President of Zambia, President Hakainde Hichilema's speech. He gave the inaugural speech at this 2026 edition of Mining Indaba.
Yeah.
Listening to that speech being delivered by the President this morning, what were your thoughts on the future outlook of mining in Zambia?
So by the way, the President spoke extremely well today. I was sitting in the audience, and as a Zambian, listening to my President speak, I was so proud because it touched on all the key points. Number one, if we go back to what the theme is for this Indaba, it's about working together. It's about collaboration. So the President went ahead and spoke about the power of collaboration. As countries that are into mining, the Congo, ourselves, South Africa, it's important, Botswana, that we focus on collaborating, because he really went on to say there is power in looking at the various aspects of mine. We all do different things, and we should complement each other and not just think of it as competition. He then spoke about the power of upstream and downstream mining. Downstream, we have been looking at, he spent a lot of time looking at how do we formalize the artisanal miners. There is power in them being formalized so that we can deal with issues of security, for example. He went ahead and spoke about that. But for me, it was about the value addition. How do we add value to our commodities, to our mines, to our copper that we're producing in Zambia, to gold? How do we get to that point where we are actually adding value? It's not just the raw materials that leave the country, but we are also adding value. So that value addition is something that he emphasized on, and I thought it's important because that's where we will take Zambia easily to where the 3 million mark is that we have been talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah. And for us, obviously, as Financial Insight, we're really excited to obviously also learn from Absa, because we know that Absa has got depth and knowledge in terms of the mining landscape. Are you able to just share with us what Absa's view is in terms of what the mining outlook in Zambia looks like?
So from Absa's point of view, I think we look at number one, mining is at the heart of our strategy. When we look at our key strategic sectors that are important to Absa, mining is right on top there. I mean, if you look at mining GDP to the country, 9-10% there, that's exactly where our focus should be as well. And that's really where our focus is. And that's before you really talk about the value addition and the collaboration that we're talking about. And for us as Absa, what's really important is looking at where the country is. At the moment, the country produced about, say, 890,000 metric tons, closer to 900. And the view is, how do we take that to 1 million tons this year? And we are really working with a number of mines. A number of these mines are our core clients to get them to the point where we support them as they're getting to that 1 million and triple it, in the next 2-3 years. So we are really working with the mines on that. And like I said, they're at the heart of everything that we are doing. And also we look very much at the value chain. So it's not just the mines and the big, FQM, just to mention, because they're, they're one of the biggest mines in the country, but also the suppliers to the mines. For us, that's very important. How do we support all the companies whether they are small, medium, large contractors that are supporting the mines. Our role as Absa is to support them. So we are very focused on that value chain, not only for the mines, but also for the companies that are supporting the mines. So we have a number of areas that we support them, but that's really where we come in, for us to integrate, to collaborate between the bank, the sector, and the expertise, and supporting the country's agenda on the journey to the 3 million tons.
Absolutely. No, Mizinga, this has been so insightful to learn more about what Absa is doing and how they foresee the mining sector.
Thank you very mumuch.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So you've heard it for yourself. We've been speaking to Zambia's country head, Mizinga Melu, who has just shared with us, her outlook on the President of Zambia's inaugural speech, as well as what Absa is doing in Zambian mining. So stay tuned for more insights as we cover Absa at the Mining Indaba 2026, right here on the Financial Insight platforms.